Susan Galvin was 20 when she disappeared in Seattle in July 1967 after leaving work. She was a records clerk for the Seattle Police Department, which made the case feel even more personal to investigators. Her body was later found in a parking garage elevator shaft. She had been attacked and killed, and the crime carried a cruel message: even someone working inside the world of law enforcement could vanish into a city that had no answer. The original investigation produced leads but no conviction. Over time, Susan's case became one of those files that survived because someone kept believing the evidence still mattered. Detectives preserved biological material, but the technology of 1967 could not speak the language modern forensics would later understand. For more than half a century, Susan's family had only fragments: where she worked, where she was found, and the knowledge that someone had walked away. In 2023, Seattle police announced that advanced DNA testing and genetic genealogy had identified the killer as James McCurdy, who had died years earlier. The case took investigators through a long family tree process, comparing DNA relationships until McCurdy emerged as the likely source. Confirmation came through additional testing involving relatives and preserved evidence. The man who had escaped 1967 justice was finally named by science that did not exist when Susan was killed. There was no arrest because McCurdy was dead. There was no courtroom, no cross-examination, no sentence, and no chance for Susan's family to stare him down. But the final outcome still mattered because her identity as a person, not just a cold file, was restored in public. The story's horror is not only the killing, it is the long delay. Susan worked near the machinery of justice, yet justice needed 56 years, preserved evidence, and a family tree to finally answer her name. The painful irony is that she worked for police, but the evidence needed a future generation of police to understand it. For the family, closure did not bring back the missing years, it only proved that persistence can outlive fear, silence, and the killer's confidence. The final shock is simple: the offender was not protected by intelligence, only by time, and time finally became the witness that turned against him. That small truth still makes the case feel dangerously close. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.